You were the missing piece to my pangea. I found you like Columbus found America. He didn't. America was always there, and so were you. You always cared. Our feelings shared when we pressed enter. We entered a world where we became each other's gravitational centers. You were the missing piece to my pangea, but tension was building along our faults all the time. We blamed each other. No wonder they're called fault lines. Our fights caused earthquakes, and we trembled as we cried. Oceans, but we reread our texts under dim lights, late nights. This year was a leap year, so we took leaps of faith and tried again for an hour we make. But we were in a loop and we needed a break. We couldn't function ourselves, we were becoming our mistakes. We were challengers and we needed space. 73 seconds, so all too much at stake. If we have one more night together, I'll let you know if we're letting go for the better. I'll give a toast to us, to the good and the bad, because Drake was right. You're the best I ever had. I love you more than Kanye loves Kanye. That's why I'm trusting James Bay. It's time to walk away. You won't be my baby, but I'll stay your best friend. You let me disarm you, so I want you to know our friendship won't end. Because if I ever strain, you know the code. We're too familiar on each other's roads. I'm always gonna be here for you. Just know that I love you. And this will all make sense one day. But for the meantime, as your friend, I'm here to stay. It's been 3 weeks and 3 days, but who's counting? It's been one morning since we woke next to each other, but we're coping. My form was always bad, but I shot threes for you. Probably because my words were always three for you. I'm only counting on your smile as a flashlight through the dark. I used X's in my calendar, but thinking you're happy right now, use check marks. Reminiscing to a conversation back in September when we said we were gonna break up or end up together. I said it didn't matter because you were worth it, and you still are. Hence I love wearing your smile, my outfit of the day. I admit, I still commit on making you happy. That's why we can't be, at least for now. Perhaps one day we'll rekindle our love, but in the meantime, let's be who we've always dreamt of. And perhaps one day, let's be the best versions of ourselves, not for anyone but ourselves. Perhaps we'll find what we had or something else. What we had will always be something else. Guess time will only tell. If we have one night together, let's stay up and just remember the bottle of wine we finished on our first date. We shared food and stories until we had empty plates. We stumbled through the six, sharing lipsticks after I whispered in your ear I wanted to kiss. The heavy in my heart sunk to an abyss as we inched closer and raised our lips. Let's remember the night at the aquarium, what people talk about. Star-crossed lovers, cross-legged and making out. Let's remember when I dropped you off home for the first time, summertime. You said you'd be mad if we didn't hang out school time, but don't worry, we hung out all the time when you were mine. I'll always cherish our moments in a box in my mind, labeled with your name bold and underlined, so I can remember all our good times, undefined.